another one this week.
Imagine having weekly episodes of your weekly podcast. I think something's wrong. You know what? Shut it down. ET, leave.
Yeah,
We're gonna record
right,
next week
right.
again. I can't believe you show up. Something feels wrong. Welcome everybody.
Welcome
to the
back.
GrubCast. Hello. That's right. It's me. Shit, I forgot to get the list of patrons up again. Goddamn, quick, talk about something.
Oh yeah, patrons, give us money. We'd like to be paid.
I meant something else, but you can talk about the patrons too.
Yeah. They're really cool dudes with like radical motherfucking chill ass vibes.
Yeah, alright. Okay, welcome everybody. It's the GrubCast. Welcome back this week. We're going to talk about Homestuck. It's going to be pretty sick, but you should join the Discord server. There's a link below for the Discord server. It's pretty cool. You can come and talk to me, and you can talk to ET like once every 6 months. It's pretty sick.
Occasionally, I will pop in.
It's pretty cool. We have 6 patrons.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
6 patrons.
No, so you remember that one lovely
that
man
one.
donated once and was like, peace. And we're
Alright,
like,
cool.
Dan, you donated like $65. But Mia, how fucking dare she?
Sad.
Mia has left us. She's like my real life friend. So I'm pretty sure she was the first patron, and then I think now she saw like, oh, they have like actual patrons now. I'm just gonna fucking bomb
I'll
out.
let them.
Bye.
They got it from here.
Thank you to our $3 patron, singular, Toby Classback Expert, absolute fucking
Yes.
legend. And
The
then
hero,
if you...
the scholar.
Oh, he's a scholar, that's for fucking sure. If you look at the screen and you like this excellent murder-stuck artwork that's on the
beautiful.
screen right now,
I
it's
see it
super
now
cool.
with my eyes. I love it.
Don't fucking tell him, bro. Don't tell him, bro. He can't see it. It's not actually, he can't see it, bro. But if you want to get that lovely murder-stuck artwork, then you can get that by being our $5 patron. And our $5 patrons are lovely and beautiful. Lizard King, Changeable Landscape, Ada, Blue Liz, and my Homestuck Dante, who I am
Yes.
arguing with.
Oh man, really?
Yeah, it's about shit that happens later. Me and my Homestuck Dante are in a heated debate in the spoilers section.
Who's gonna win?
Me.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
I will kill him. He will die.
I've had too much death this episode, man. I can't.
Oh god. Yeah. Oh shit. God, there's so much happening. Just follow us on Twitter at @GrubCast.
Yes.
Go to listen to ET's music.
Yes.
Whatever. All right, guys, we gotta talk about Hopes. Oh wait, no, fuck. We can't talk about Homestuck yet. We got a fan art from Harmony in the Discord server.
Wow.
It's me.
Oh my
I'm going
God.
after that fucking imp, bro. That imp is gonna die.
That is really cute.
Oh, yeah,
like
I
that
know.
a
It's
lot.
great. I got the little hammer from my shirt, and the imp's hat is like the top of a little D20. And you can look forward to this too, because I think Harmony said she was doing one for you as well.
Aww.
Which I said your stripes specimen should be that you take out your microphone and drop some sick bars and deal psychic damage. So we'll see if that comes to fruition. I'm
cool.
talking about it on air in order to force Harmony to do so.
It's canon. He said it. I'm sorry.
All right, there we go. Homestuck time.
Homestuck
Thank you very much,
time.
Harmony. I'm sorry that your art went in front of this episode, but we need to talk about this shit. I can't wait for it any longer.
It's insane.
Okay, we start off with
Snowman.
WV's trapped in the exile station.
It was like
Snowman was at the
Snowman
end of
escape.
last episode.
Okay. Well, I don't think we talked about it.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it because it was just like,
It was
Snowman
like,
was there, I guess.
Snowman's there.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, Snowman's there.
More
Anyway.
importantly, WV is trapped in the exile station.
Mm-hmm.
He's trapped in there.
constipated.
And he specifically pulls out the Ring of Power and is like, damn, this shit's crazy.
This is crazy. It makes your hand close.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Puts it away.
This is completely useless. Anyway.
Which is the first time it really hit me that, yeah, he just has that.
Yeah.
He could just turn into God at any
At
time.
any given moment, but he's just like, eh.
He just kind of has it. Okay. Good for you, WV. I'm really happy for you. I'm pretty fucking proud of you, Don.
I wish he would utilize his potential. I'd be fine with him becoming King Mayor.
It'd be pretty sick. King Mayor. No. WV hates
He
kings.
hates kings, so he changed
no
the
kings
status.
allowed.
He'd be Black Mayor. That'd be the name of that piece now.
Oh god. The mayor piece is the newest piece of the chessboard.
It's way more powerful than the king.
I mean, most pieces are, I feel.
Yeah. King is like, I need all the bodyguards.
Because Jack is the Black Queen.
Oh, yeah. He took her, yeah.
Yeah, the king has the staff, but also the ring. Does the king have a ring or does he have a staff? I feel like the
think it's just
staff,
a staff,
is the
actually.
thing for the king.
Yeah.
And he just kind of is big. Yeah, unlike in actual chess, the king is also really powerful.
Yeah,
in Homestuck. The
he
king,
was a beefcake.
Yeah, he
when
becomes a
leveled
real
up.
big motherfucker, and he's like your final boss,
But
which is weird.
oh yeah, he's trying to poop out some chunky uranium
Yeah,
because he doesn't have enough power for his ship.
we have to power up the Excel station with my feces. It all comes back to feces. Full circle, right back to the beginning of Act 1. John knew. John knew way ahead of time. He was given a gift of a future sight from Skya.
It was WV being like, shit on your bed, it'll give it power.
Yeah. Despite it never snowing, and thusly Jade is not able to connect it with the Christmas season, she is preparing for April Christmas due to it snowing.
It's so beautiful.
It's so beautiful. Oh my god.
There's no thematic connection, but we love it.
We love it anyway.
We
It's
get
pretty sick.
The Kringle fucker.
Yeah, the conch
And the
suck
conch
boot.
suck boot.
It's beautiful.
That's
They
the
deck
conch
the hall.
suckiest boot.
They use like the negative artifact grist and shit. It's so great. I honestly, why isn't Christmas yet, ET? I want to have a little Christmas celebration for
Hey,
GrubCast in the
we
middle of
can-
fucking.
We can have what's it called? Summer Christmas, just warm Christmas.
Yeah, I feel like these pages must have come out like at some point near,
Near that time
Near
for a
Christmas.
reason to be like,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
and that's like the joke. Is that like, whoa, it's Christmas, but it's not. It's still
It's
April
not.
13th.
it's still April 13th here. Don't look into it.
Many years into the comic, it is still April 13th, 2009.
KK, we have a second of him when Jade ignores him, where he's too angry to be drawn well.
Yeah, you're right.
And we get our last alchemizing montage, I assume.
Oh my, yeah, I don't remember there being any more after this. I think
Yeah.
this is the last one, and it's a pretty fucking long one as
Yeah.
well. Of just like new shit. So we just have some highlights. Pretty much everything that Jade makes is also a computer.
Yeah, I love that.
It's
You can
so
never
many
have too many computers on you, and all 5 of them go off at once.
Yeah, like when ERIDAN talks to her later, there's like there's fucking like 10 notifications from like everywhere at once. And I feel this because there have been times where like I'll be in my house and then my phone and my computer and my tablet will all go off as someone calls me on Discord. I'm like, fuck,
Oh, God.
this is scary. God damn.
Is there a meltdown?
The Iron Lass suit.
Iron Last suit, which
Oh!
which is not copyright friendly.
No, not at all, but she's gonna wear it anyway.
Mhm, and it's pretty
really
dope.
fucking sick.
Johnny 5. This motherfucker thinks he's alive.
Yeah. The Johnny Top computer.
Thinks he's sentient. Oh man, and then he becomes a laptop. Yeah.
Yeah, he becomes a laptop, but it's just Johnny 5 with a computer screen on him.
Yeah.
So
just-
nothing has really changed.
He probably
Oh,
still
the,
thinks he's alive.
The Junior Compusuth Spectre goggles.
Yes. You can see all of material space.
That's yeah.
Oh,
No, you're
I'm
right.
not thinking of the fin. Okay, cool.
No, you're correct. I was then thinking about the Dutton bubble
The Dutton.
goggles. You can see into eternity forever. The Green Sun Street Sweeper. It's just I always forget that Jade just uses guns.
Yeah, share
Like,
her weapon of
Jade
choice. I
is
will murder
packing
you.
at all times. Like, oh dear lord.
Oh, that's really cute.
Jade's
you have a chainsaw?
Island-
Bam.
Yeah, Jade's Island is an open carry state. Oh god.
Absolutely.
That's how they're gonna beat Jade, is the imps are gonna lobby for common sense gun laws.
She'll never be able to defeat us. Not around this bureaucratic red tape.
Oh god. The 3 in the morning dress. This doesn't really matter that much, but it is worth pointing out. Mrs. Paint was wearing it later.
Yeah, I
But
saw
also,
that.
Snowman is wearing this dress on the front of the felt Homestuck music album cover.
Huh.
I just think that's fun.
I like it, yeah. I didn't know that.
I just throwing that out there. It's like a cool little man. Look at me go. These fun little trivia tidbits. God, I'm fucking doing my job. This is crazy.
Doing my job. ERIDAN.
Yes.
ERIDAN Jade. Which one are you again? The racist one?
The racist one or the more racist
the
one?
really racist one. I'm just trying to figure out.
Has Equius even talked to Jade yet?
I don't think so.
I don't think they've encountered one another.
I could believe they don't know each other exists. Equius seems like he wouldn't care, and Jade for sure has too many fish to fry.
ERIDAN is a wizard. and therefore he no longer needs guns.
Mm-hmm. He's like, you can keep my legendary weapon. I now have one wand. So my first wand ever, I'm probably proficient with it because I'm God.
I have a quote from ERIDAN here. It's one of the few times I've read a quote from ERIDAN and I popped the fuck off. Mm-hmm. I feel like this does not happen very often, but I read this. All of her fraudulent magics cannot come close to posing a threat to my mastery over the truest sciences. So with an empiricist's wand, I serve as the righteous hope that will incinerate delusion and the deluded alike. My holy fire is the white fury bled from the wrath-weary eyes of 50,000 non-fictional angels, and when they're finished weeping, they will bow before their prince.
They were very real angels.
Oh my god. Holy shit, ERIDAN, calm down. Oh my goodness.
Just his word choice in it feels like, and I might just be reading into the fact that he's like super racist, like as a character, like I know this. If someone else said it, my mind may not feel this way, but it feels almost like a entitled like purist vibe of like, oh no, I will be the hero, like a white savior type deal, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I can see it. I think that makes a lot of sense as an interpretation, because clearly ERIDAN's very racist.
Yes.
He's so racist, bro.
And then we find out later, he was killing those angels with no prompting.
Yeah, no, he starts a holy war with God because he saw an angel and immediately was like,
I'm probably
I
supposed to
kill that fucking thing.
That's something for me to kill.
Apparently, Karkat was like constantly telling him, like, please don't kill those guys. You don't need to do that. And
you don't even get grist for it.
It's like, I gotta kill these motherfuckers.
That's a good one, bro. I'm gonna go kill these guys. We should hang out. Jade says, I'm the witch.
I'm the witch. I mean witch.
I mean witch.
Okay, so yeah. Jade, okay, this is where this conversation starts to take a weird turn.
Yeah.
Is that Jade says, like, oh, I've seen that gun before. It's on the bunny rabbit. And then, understandably, ERIDAN's like, oh, well, then it's probably on there because I gave it to you, and then your time shit happens. So she's like, no. I got that gun from my pen pal, who is my grandson. Do you remember way back when we talked about how there were two notes, one from Jade, one from the pen pal, and we talked about how it was confusing because they both had green text?
Yeah, now we know why.
Yep.
He's just a descendant.
We will get to see her grandson.
Oh, okay. Like he actually is like a character in the comic?
Yes, okay. He is a character. We will get to see the little lad. Oh boy, will we.
Oh god. When you say it like that. Oh god. But yeah.
Oh, in response to that, this is the first time I think we've ever heard a troll mention the idea of troll ancestors.
He did mention that. I don't know what that is yet. He
explained the general concept. The idea is, okay, so troll ancestors are trolls that lived many, many, many years before the descendant trolls, like maybe like fucking thousands of years sometimes.
Yeah.
And the descendant troll is like supposed to be fated to follow in their footsteps, so you could like find their belongings and like finish their unfinished work.
Oh, okay.
And it's kind of a superstition, but like maybe real. And ERIDAN kind of brings up the concept here for the first time.
I'd fully believe it just because of how time loops and repeated. It seems like time here is very cyclical. Like they were born to create the universe just to be born in it, you know? Like.
Oh, so you're calling that you think that this is something related to like paradox clones?
Not really paradox clones.
Because if so, I would remind you that that's specifically Spurb related, and he's more talking about like an Alternian social construct. Yeah,
not really specifically paradox clones, but more just how cyclical the story itself is, and how if everything is like that, then I'd be willing to believe that trolls have an equivalent thing that just occurs.
Yeah, no,
it doesn't seem like
that checks out. There, look at you fucking go. Yeah.
And
then the Johnny top explodes. Bye, Johnny. Johnny 5 is no longer alive.
No, he probably still thinks he is.
That little rat bastard sitting there in the snow. I mean, like, I'm alive. No, you fucking ain't. No. You dumb bitch.
Robots don't have feelings.
Yeah.
And then, we throw the legendary piece of shit out the window.
Absolutely. Legendary piece of shit is out with the trash. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And then we get Eridia, Solux.
Yes.
Oh, man. I feel so bad for Solux sometimes. I gotta be real.
Yeah, like what makes this so sad is that Vriska just killed Eridia in the middle of their relationship.
Yeah. And then she got put into a robot who fell in love with.
Yeah, it's just like through no fault of either of them, they were forced to break up by somebody else through incredibly convoluted means. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, man, that sucks. So she's like, damn, that sucks. Sorry. And then she explodes.
And then she blew up. She's like, I should probably say something, so I guess I'll say bye. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Just turn your head to the left and talk to me. I'm sitting next to you.
That was also pretty good. Once again, they're making fun of the idea that like there is no real construct put in the comic for dialogue outside of chat clients, which I just think is really funny.
It's always text.
As I've said, later on in the story, they do literally unlock the ability to have dialogue and like talk to each other outside of weird chat clients or like game abstractions.
There's a moment where I believe it's in the section where Karkat's like, I just heard you say that. No, he's talking to Jade, and he's like, I just heard you say that, how you were this chick, and how you aren't the same now. I just thought it was funny, because I was like, he didn't hear any of that. You guys are texting each other.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's worth pointing out in this section, specifically, Eridia mentions, Solux might see her again, but not with his eyes.
What does that mean? Not with his eyes. I have so many questions.
Surely, you know what? That probably doesn't mean anything. Probably unimportant garbage. We can throw that out. Yeah, never worry about it ever again.
Honestly, maybe she was just roasting him about how like fuck ugly his 3D glasses are, and it's not even related to. But not with your eyes.
Fuck no! Get out of here, 4 eyes. The two co-hosts say with both of them wearing glasses.
Oh man.
Doomed Dave wakes up, gets off his quest bed, is immediately murdered.
Yep.
She's all sad, and then she runs away all sad like.
Karkat's like, wait, what? Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, that's really about it.
He's dead. He's super fucking dog. He's so dead.
There was something weird. I know they mentioned earlier that you can't contact someone in a doomed timeline, but Terezi sends Doomed Dave a little sad face emoji. I was thinking it may just be because he's on the alpha timeline.
Doomed Dave is present in the alpha timeline right now. He is still Doomed Dave. He's from a doomed timeline.
But he's here.
But he has time traveled to be a part of the alpha timeline, so Terezi can still, like, see him.
Okay.
And, like, contact him.
That's what I was thinking. I was assuming it was something like that, but I was just like, wait, no.
Is it a bit of a stretch?
You can't do that.
It's a bit of a stretch, yeah, but it kind of works. It's not really that big of a deal.
The universe was like, I'll give you one sad face.
Yeah, I'll let you sad face. But I think that's the explanation, is this idea that, you know, he's a doomed Dave, but is returned to the alpha timeline, which is the one that the trolls can, like, poke and prod and fuck with.
And then we move on over to Jade, checking out physical space and her domain.
Jade employs the Junior CompuSooth spectagoggles. It's beautiful. Yeah, you're right. She can see everything. She can see everything everywhere all at once. Yo, oh my god! Just like that movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once. That's crazy, bro. I don't think that's the. I haven't seen that yet.
Oh yeah,
I need to watch it. Do you want to do a GrubCast on Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Our Con Air GrubCast did not do well.
No, but I also don't care.
I did have fun.
It was really fun.
So yeah, I'd be down.
The protagonist of Everything Everywhere All at Once goes to a multiverse where everyone is Nicolas Cage from Con Air. Yeah, Jade's fucking around. Okay, Jade sees John on the battlefield. God, what a cool motherfucker hanging out there. We did not get, like, any John in this reading section.
No.
Like, there's no John.
He was just in his air uniform looking real
John
cute.
is, like, bombing around. Like, the end of last episode, John ascends to godhood, and immediately after that, it's, like, fucking 300 pages of no John. Yes, she's John. And then she go, okay, I have this written down. You also wonder why he's not answering your messages. Does he even have a computer on him? He should try to have more foresight and carry no less than 5 computers on him at all times, like a sensible person.
Like any sane person would.
Yeah, of course.
You gotta be prepared. Yeah, we see John looking real cute in his air outfit.
He is looking pretty cute. Look at him go.
Rose is on Dave's planet?
Rose is... Yeah, I didn't catch that. I was just like, Rose is chilling. But no, you're right. Rose is on Dave's planet.
Lava Land, but like, I don't know why.
I mean, I guess she's just hanging out there for something with her plan. Whoa.
That's what I was thinking. It was something sus.
I mean, she would have just got there through the gates.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Spurb?
remember all these active game mechanics that were big things. But more just like I'm very curious on what she gets out of Dave's land, because this is the section, like, when she goes dark, this is where she goes dark.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like Rose, especially at this point, is the type to randomly take a jaunt to just random locations throughout Paradox
You're on the right
space.
track.
So
that's all I can say. You're on the right track. Rose is talking to someone. Huh.
Somebody.
Can you guess who?
First guess, Doc Scratch.
You're
know
correct.
me.
And the way you can figure that out just with what's in this reading section, because I obviously know it from the future.
Yeah.
But you can figure that out just in this reading section. Later, in Kanaya Return to the Core, the bubble that we know is Doc Scratch from that thing matches the bubble on Rose's computer.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
it's just a white bubble with nothing in it. And that's Scratch's little bubble.
That's his like
so,
icon.
There you go. Look at you go. Your fucking genre savviness.
Yeah. There are too many Daves.
Yeah, there's like 13, and then very quickly there are no longer 13 Daves anymore.
Very quickly the numbers
And she's
drop.
like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna go hang out with Dave Sprite. Oh shit, bro, he's dead.
as fuck.
Oh, I'm gonna go hang out with Dave. Oh shit, Dave is dead, bro.
Dave. It's so much on Jade. she's really getting
She's just seen
shell-shocked.
2 corpses of like human beings.
Like, oh my god, for the no, not for the first time, because she saw her grandpa die.
Yeah, she saw her grandpa die, but like as a little baby Jade, little small little baby Jade.
Oh yeah, the line of looks like Dave is no longer too cool to not have any dead relatives.
Family members.
he lost at that level of coolness, and now
unfortunately Dave is he's lost a rung on his coolness ladder down to has dead family members.
Which is something, a little detail I didn't really notice the first time Dave made that joke was, he said, "I have no other dead relatives." Like, none? That's really weird. We know why that is the case because of like ectobiology and
exactly.
shit. But that's like a really weird statement. I should have been like, wait.
Yeah, why doesn't he? But now...
Does he have a single one?
But now we know it's because of Paradox shit and John being a cool ectobiologist guy up in the meteor. So then Jade pesters a Dave. One of them,
possibly ours, but
well, I think it's like a really future Dave.
Okay.
And he basically very quickly says, don't worry about that one. That one doesn't matter. He's fucking, that's baby bullshit. Who cares about that?
I got tricked into splitting timelines. He got the dead end.
Yeah, it's what it is. Sorry. And then they talk about Bro.
Ghost Dad.
How are you feeling with Dave and Bro right about now?
Like, towards their relationship, or just like...
Well, like... This is essentially Dave, like, talking about coming to terms with, like, his brother's death a little bit.
Yeah, like how he faced that.
Like, what are you seeing in that?
So, he says everything with this mask of irony. So he really just kind of like never... I can't think of a serious time he's really let that crack at any point. So he's talking about it, but you can tell it like affects him more deeply than what he lets on.
Yeah, I'm glad you picked up on that, because that's what I want to talk about. Like, he's very clearly hiding behind his cool guy shit as a shield in order to keep it together. And he talks about how, like, despite how weird their fucking house was, there was, like, genuine kinship there.
Yeah.
Here's the way he describes it. I have this written down. It was a pretty bizarre relationship by any standard, fighting off wave after wave of face-pubising puppet ass every day, always being on guard for stealth attacks in the middle of the night while getting up to go to the fucking bathroom. But I guess it all sort of amounted to some vague, unspoken semblance of kinship, if that's a thing. Like, if honor among thieves is something, then let's call it camaraderie among ironic rapping roof ninjas.
Roof ninjas.
So very clearly, you're right. He's being affected by this in a way that is like, oh, shit.
That's my
Sorry,
bro.
man. And, like, we were talking about that originally, about how, like, there's a bunch of weird shit there, but, like, clearly Dave really loves his brother.
Yeah.
Please keep this in mind for the next 4,000 pages. Because I will be mad later.
Oh, man.
Just keep this in mind for a while. All right? Just a while. Just a long time. Long after you've forgotten about this. Still keep it in your subconscious vision. Because I'm going to be angry, like, within the last 400 pages of the comic. like right at the end, I'm going to get real mad.
Something stupid's going to happen.
They move to the subject of Jack and how they can't really do shit to kill him. And then specifically Dave alludes to Jade having something to do with the scratch. What the fuck's that about?
She does seem a pretty, we find out more as we get into the troll side of this chapter, this reading section. But Jade seems to be very connected. Future Jade, anyway, seems very connected with the trolls and their goings on.
Yeah, we're gonna see a lot more of that later, but you're right. Future Jade is kind of balancing some shit in a very, like, Rose-esque, or more accurately, in a much better version of what Rose is doing.
Yeah.
Rose is going off being an edgy,
He's like,
fucking cool person.
Only I can handle this.
I gotta go fuck it. I gotta do this. But Jade's, using all of her connections and all of her buddies and pals that she's made to, like, kind of orchestrate, like, the larger goings-on of the plan.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty fucking sick.
Yeah.
You can kind of, like, see the difference with, like, the way Rose and Dave handle things and, like, the way John and Jade handle things.
Yeah.
As to, like, why they are or Durst and Prospect respectively.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool.
It seems like whenever something big and, like, secretive in the space of, like, oh, we have to keep this from these past versions of ourselves or we might mess up what's going to happen, Jade Rose and Dave seem to push away. They seem to be like, all right, I have this information and it really seems like only I can handle it.
Yeah.
I don't want to burden other people with this and possibly give them too much for them to handle. So I'm going to handle it on my own, even if it's too much for me to handle.
Whereas Jade's like, I'm totally down to talk about shit with you, but like...
only if we do it in the right order.
If we do it in the right order, motherfucker. Get out of here.
Give me that password.
We're going to talk about those passwords later.
And then we go to Jade Tavros.
Yes, you're right. Jade's like kind of reconsidering Tavros' plan.
She's
like,
oh,
you know what? Maybe that's a pretty good idea, actually, now that you think about it.
See what happens.
So she's like, hey, Tavros, can you do that thing? Tavros is too busy lying down the stairs. He fucking fell over. He cannot get up.
The stairs. Trying to work these robotic legs.
So she prototypes her dead dream self, reminder that she has. Just keep that in mind. I forgot that she had that up in her attic. It's fucking weird. Also, the fourth wall is up there.
The fourth wall, man.
What the fuck? I have to assume it's from her grandpa.
Yeah.
Because we know grandpa is around doing shit right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he took her dream self body and also the fourth wall, I guess, does a bunch of shit, it goes into the past, dies, leading to what's going on now.
Yeah.
Picking up what I'm throwing down? You vibing with this shit? Is it getting clear yet?
Oh, I'm smelling what you're stepping in.
Oh, fuck yeah. It's knowledge. I'm stepping in knowledge.
I'm stepping in hot,
and the sweet
steaming
allure
knowledge.
of knowledge is grazing your nose holes. There we go.
And then we get a flash of the most important character in Homestuck.
Well, yeah, so she prototypes herself with... It creates Jade Sprite. Yeah. And Jade Sprite is not happy about this.
She's like, I want it to be dead, bro. This is way too much.
You're correct. Watching them is Gamzee. And this is the exact quote. I wrote it down. I wrote down the exact quote. There's a lot of quotes this episode. There's a lot more that I have written down. Because I feel like there's lots of times for like an exact quote. It's really helpful in this reading section. Here it is. While a timer counts down with no particular clock stepping forward to claim it, the most important character in Homestuck fondly regards the miracle of a new beginning. Huh.
Yeah, there's tons of new beginnings happening.
What the fuck's going on here? You see what's going on there? Why is Gamzee so important? Surely nothing will happen with Gamzee at the end of this reading section.
Can't imagine anything would happen with
Gamzee's such a fun little guy. Gamzee would never hurt a soul. He's just a fun little stoner dude. He's the most important
character in Homestuck.
He's just so great.
Why is he covered in blood?
Uh-oh.
It's also a very, like, distinct color of blood.
Is it his own? Is it purple?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his own blood.
That's his own blood? Okay,
yeah,
I wasn't sure if it was...
He's a funny clown man, remember?
His or ERIDAN's.
All the clowns are purple bloods, and all the purple bloods are clowns. That's like the clown... That's the clown blood color.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if it was... When I first saw it, I was like, man, is that ERIDAN's blood? Is that...
No, ERIDAN is
blood?
violet. Pfeffery is fuchsia.
I believe you.
Yeah, that's what it is. But purple bloods are the highest land dweller caste. They are the clowns.
And then sea dweller is like
they're
above that?
Yeah, the sea dwellers are above that, with fuchsia bloods being like the people that will become the new empress, and violet bloods just being general royalty.
Okay.
The entire lab fucking falls over.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Hussey, that fucking hack, he's here. That piece of shit, Andrew Hussey, is here.
And he couldn't be Lord English.
Of course not. What?
Because he's Doc Scratch.
Oh no! Andrew Hussey is Doc Scratch. Confirmed. Holy shit.
Confirmed.
Oh my god. Don't worry, he's not Lord English though. It's totally cool. Andrew Hussey just kind of fucks around a bit. That's most of what this section is. It's really funny.
Just him doing a little bit of like, let's take a little
just kind
time.
of chilling.
Just joke around.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I have this written down as well.
You have where he had to go Old Yeller. Oh yeah.
Cal, god damn it. We were all supposed to dress up for this. It doesn't look like you even touched that nice suit I sewed for you, let alone swapped your eyes with those billiard balls and made them alternate repeatedly. This insubordination is putting me in a foul mood. It's bad enough that I just had to take Falcor out behind the woodshed and blow his brains out after he caught rabies.
He had to go Old Yeller him.
And then, yeah, in an incredibly fast and jittery fashion, Recap 3 happens, which is just the beginning of Act 5, Act 1 to now. He's so fucking jittery and fast. Those 6 frames are happening incredibly quickly.
And then we hop back up to the 2 girls that are very sad and confused.
Yeah.
This conversation is really funny to me in like a kind of dark way, because like, in the beginning of it, Jade is trying really hard to understand Jade Sprite here and be like, okay, like I get it, like I didn't mean to bring you back and this is my fault, but like we kind of have bigger fish to fry. Like I used that already. We have bigger things to get to right now.
We have bigger Eridans to fry.
We have bigger Eridans. That's racist.
Eridan's a fish. He's a fish boy. He would agree with that.
Oh, true.
I mean, he wouldn't agree with the frying part. I don't think he would enjoy that.
I don't think he wants to get fried.
Not from a filthy land dweller like me. But, he's a fish boy. They like meat fish. They make all the fish puns and everything.
They do make a shit ton of fish puns.
So many. And later on, Fefri revokes his fish pun license.
Yes. He's taking it too far. And you saw how he reacted to that.
And then Fefri will receive retribution with the white hot fire of science.
But, the conversation starts off with very like understanding back and forth, and then it turns slowly but surely into a screaming match where she is just beating the shit out of.
So much. Stop being so lame and sad and go kill that fucking guy.
Like, you already want to die. Just fucking be useful.
Yeah, Jade's not having it.
And the shushes turn into shut up.
Yeah. She tells her shut the fuck up, and then I think doesn't Jade Sprite just kind of leave?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she just dips off. Oh, and then
so now 2 sprites have been prototyped with main characters and then fucked off into space.
That's when she gets texted by KK a billion times.
Yeah.
And there's a little frame where it's like a page of like her like jumping in shock to that, but she's not drawn well. I imagine because she's too angry right now.
Yeah, she's now too angry to be rendered in a more literal fashion.
But yeah, KK and Jade.
Yeah, they have this lovely conversation that is kind of like how they're operating on like similar wavelengths right now, like dealing with like these fucking other versions of themselves. And Karkat kind of explains the concept that you have long ago since grasped. I think you were the one that talked about it, this idea of, it allows you to like look at the flaws in yourself and they are brought to the forefront, and then you just have to live with the fact that that's you.
That is who you are.
And now you understand like how shitty it is to deal with you.
Mm-hmm.
That's most of what this conversation is. And they kind of like become friends-ish. And then this is why, if you remember in that previous conversation they had with the memo, future Karkat was like kind of vibing with Jade a little bit.
Yeah.
This is why.
Now he gets it.
Yeah. It's kind of nice.
There's a line Karkat says where he's like, Jade is like, that was not me. I am not her. Trying to distinguish herself from Jade Sprite. And Karkat's like, dead dream dog Jade, is that you? You're sounding hysterical. And every line he says just has this beautiful, like, it's not yeah.
Stop saying What other letters would you like for me to show my interest or whatever the fuck, my fascination?
Yeah. He's just always such a sarcastic asshole, and I love it. But man, oh god, we'll get to it. But
then they get down to business. And the first thing he says to do from future Jade is turn off the 4th wall.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what he says as to why, because this is really important and I want you to remember this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say much about it, but suffice to say there are just some things you don't want to screw with. There are outcomes that are even worse than the complete annihilation of existence itself, forces more damaging to the integrity of reality than those capable of turning imagination into pure void. They are forces which, if handled recklessly, will nullify the basic ability of intelligent beings in all real and hypothetical planes of existence to give a shit. What does this mean?
What does that even mean?
Is he talking about Andrew Hussey?
If he is talking about Hussey, I believe he may be referring to the god level of power that he has, but I don't think he is, because he's not affected by being behind that wall. Like, he already knows the entire story. He's making it. So
you're right. He's not referring to Andrew Hussey.
Isn't the issue?
So what's going on? Although right after that, here's the other quote I have written down from this section, which is, "You size up the arcane contraption. The blue flicker of the coat's lining is arresting, but you don't know it's a coat. That would only invite more questions. You don't know what it shields, nor do you know whose shoulders it was meant to cover. If you knew that, if you even knew his name, you would understand terror no human ever has. You really should listen to Karkat and turn it off. If you start messing with it, I will seriously start fucking everything up. It would be irresponsible of both of us to let that happen. You suddenly wonder where Jade Sprite went. You wonder that because I say you did. I know where she went, but I will not say. Not that you can hear a word that I'm saying. The coat's too thick." What the fuck is going on, bro?
Well, we know it's Lord English's coat.
Yep.
We knew that from intermission, but I get that he's like the big in-game shit that's fucking everything up, but like, man, I just can't imagine what could be worse than him literally destroying the universe.
There's this idea being put forward. I feel like now is a good time to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Think about everything we know about Lord English. This like weird, mysterious thing. Mm-hmm. Lord English, as of right now, is very much being played up as this force of causality.
Yeah.
Like, consequences and things happening at all is Lord English. Lord English is responsible for progression in its entirety, and therefore anything happening is working towards Lord English's plan, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
Because he is it.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the concept that is being put forth here. I mean, we saw this way back, like when he was. I mean, he was first introduced in Intermission, which is entirely about like weird time shit.
Yeah.
And if you remember, Stitch, what was Stitch's thing? It was mostly to repair the rips in space time that manifest on Lord English's coat.
Yeah, that's like his whole.
That's his coat, man. That's not Lord English. That's just the thing he wears, and it is space time. So, like, what is Lord English if, like, they're alluding to him constantly being this, like, larger than cosmic scale thing that is just incomprehensible to the human mind. Like, this idea that Lord English comes in at the end of the universe and then goes back in time and, like, creates, like, manufactures his own existence. And that's the line. You cannot stop him. He is already here. That is Lord English.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So, like, they're really starting to point more and more direct fingers at this.
Mm-hmm.
Can you think of any similarities between that and some other people that we've seen so far?
The most immediate one I think of is Jack Noir.
Interesting, but weird.
Not what you were thinking. Yeah, the first one to come to mind is Jack Noir, specifically because what Vriska says about him he's already here. Like, you can't stop him from being created. But that may have been like a reference to the idea to bring it about, you know?
I think that's more the idea. Like, the concept is being brought forward. And, like, Lord English is that concept, like, given form. It's incredibly straight. But I want to specifically keep in mind, Doc Scratch is, like, Lord English's minion. Like, Doc Scratch is the means by which Lord English will bring around his own existence. This is what we know already.
His whole job is to create him out of the universe.
So just keep that in mind. Anything Scratch is doing is because of Lord English.
To bring him about, ultimately. But we don't really know too much about Doc Scratch.
No, but I just want this to like be in the forefront. Whenever Doc Scratch is doing shit, keep that in mind. that like he was working towards this ultimate goal of one, bringing Doc Scratch into existence. Bringing Lord English into existence. Sorry, and also just whatever the fuck Lord English is trying to do.
Yeah, I can't imagine what his goals are at the end of the universe, other than I guess to go back to the beginning of it and bring himself about. But I imagine I'll have more ideas as we gain more details into the.
I just want you to be rolling all these ideas around in your head as we learn more about English and Scratch.
Yeah. Oh, I will. Trust me.
Anyway, Jade turns off the wall, and then the Homestuck window turns off.
And
no more Homestuck. Bye-bye. That was it. That was the end of Homestuck.
End of Homestuck.
Yeah. How you feeling about the Homestuck?
We did it.
We finished it.
Very weird ending, kind of abrupt, but honestly, I like it. I think it's good to like leave it ambiguous like that. But yeah, WV builds a fort.
Let's build a fort. It's pretty sick.
And just waits until he gets the shits so he can poop out that uranium.
Eventually he will shit, and it will be glorious.
While that happens, Wayward Questin or whatever, the White Queen, she does.
She's the windswept Questin. Thank you, bitch.
She tells what's her name? She tells Male Princess about her royal itinerary now that she is queen.
Yeah, exactly. Which is, it's this idea of like, all right, you're the queen now. Time to kill Jack and rebuild the kingdom.
Mm-hmm. That's your job now.
Uh-oh. I also bring up this idea that Wayward Vagabond is the like hero destined to fight with the weapon he guards. I think that's the phrasing they use, which is the ring. Clearly, AR will do fucking something. I guess
he'll be the powder monkey,
and so will the king. The king is also gonna do something. Also, blow those up, please. Please explode those. Make them no longer real.
And then we have the mayor's nightmare.
Well, Serenity arrives to try and tell them about
Serenity.
WV. Did you translate this? The Morse code?
Someone, I had found it online somewhere.
Yeah, there's like a whole page of them. It's the help! My friend is stuck inside the big can, inside a small house he built. You must hurry. He is not very bright, and he doesn't understand it when I blink. Are you watching me? Oh no! Don't blink me. You don't understand blinking either. How do you people even exchange ideas without luminous rear ends?
How do you exchange ideas?
Okay, talk about this fucking weird dream.
Yeah, I thought the dream was really interesting, actually.
It's incredibly interesting. It's one of the first times we've seen just like weird, like abstract imagery, like referring to like thematic shit.
Yeah. Within the dream, a shadow that I thought was Jack Noir, but now I think is maybe like a shadowy version of Beck, or like just the idea of such. But he, the dog thing comes into WV and is like, hey, yo, wouldn't it be cool if you had pointy ears and teeth like these to do, I don't know, power stuff? And he's like, wait, what? And then he gets those features and becomes Jack, it seems. And he's taken back to the massacre of the battle where him and Jack met up. And when they were both trying to overthrow the monarchy individually or respectively.
You're kind of right. I think a lot of what the stream is pointing to is this. If you remember, go way the fuck back to WV Rise Up.
Yeah.
Where he kind of they put forth this mirroring idea of like leadership, where Jack is someone who will seize control with like brute force and power, whereas WV will like lead the people and like use like connections and like become a leader that's like for everyone instead of just for himself.
Yeah.
And this is kind of harking back to that. Harkening. That's the word. Harkening. God, look at me go.
Hey.
This idea. I think he's kind of worried here that like if he uses the ring, the power will corrupt. Like he doesn't want to turn into the monster that Jack.
Oh
is.
Man. Okay, I didn't interpret it that way.
And then Vriska fucks with everything. Fuck you, Vriska.
What?
She's like, fuck you. No, I'm gonna kill Jack. I want to be a cool hero person because this is what she was talking about the other time. You remember that?
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. We had a whole conversation about it. She's like, I want to kill Jack. You're not allowed to kill Jack. Fuck you. Wake up. I hate you.
Wake up.
And then S-Wake happens. Oh no.
Oh
God. S-Wake.
So what I had assumed the whole dream was about was WV feeling as though the massacre that Jack caused was maybe a result of his poor mayoral skills or whatever.
That is also possible. I think that's also a really good interpretation.
Of like, oh fuck, this is my fault. I did this because I wasn't able to lead them properly to defeat this guy.
I think that's also a great interpretation. It could be both, honestly.
Dream Vriska, little tiny Vriska, when she's in WV, she says, "The Slayer is mine."
Yeah.
Is she just the Slayer? Just Jack? Like,
yeah, she's just referring to, I want to kill Jack. Go fuck yourself.
Okay.
Once again, it's just going through this idea of like Vriska is inserting herself places where she doesn't belong in order to try to like attain relevance.
Okay.
Make sure you're not bumping this fucking thing because it'll jitter the whole microphone around and it picks up in the episode.
I don't think I'm touching it, but I'll make sure to keep an eye on that.
I'll cut this out. unless I don't, in which case you're hearing us talk about the microphone.
Yeah, we're talking about the microphone stand. It's not worth it. It's not that important. It's actually lore heavy.
Lore heavy, the microphone stand. Oh, now I have to keep it in. Shit. Do you have anything else before we get to S-Wake?
No, the next thing I guess, I don't know if this happened at the beginning of S-Wake.
What is this Undertale doing in my Homestuck?
The countdown clock with Homestuck numbers, was that during S-Wake?
It's before and during S-Wake.
Okay.
It's like a thing that's kind of running. So Megalovania it's finally been revealed.
Yes.
Megalovania is not an Undertale. It's not even a Homestuck. It's a Toby Fox.
It's a Tobias Fox.
Toby just kind of uses it as like almost like a musical signature for shit that he works on.
Mm.
So he used it in, I think, like his Earthbound Halloween ROM hacks and shit.
Yeah.
And then it was in Homestuck, and it kind of has become Vriska's like de facto music, even though I disagree. I think it should be an Eridia music, not a Vriska music.
I concur.
And then it becomes a Sans music.
Mm-hmm.
And I like my interpretation better, because we were talking about this last night in the car, about how like Eridia and Sans are like kind of similar character-wise.
Mm-hmm. They have similar goals, or at the very least feelings for their position of utility. Yeah, I just have Megalovania written there.
Yeah, Sans is here. Sans says,
Sans shows up.
"Man, guess we're all boned." Ha ha ha! That's what he says, and then he dies. Anyway, Jack is here. He's gonna fucking kill everybody. He destroys Durst.
Destroys Durst.
Fun fact: there's some shots in this of like Durst that kind of mirror the original shots from S Jack Ascent, that I think are cool.
Oh,
yeah, it's pretty nice. It's just cool fucking details.
Oh yeah, I have. I was talking about how Eridia blew up to God tier on Durst.
Yes. Okay. Durst is in like Eridia is in the middle of Durst, lying on a thing that looks kind of like a quest bed, but not really.
Yeah.
It's like very clearly a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
So what the fuck's going on there?
What the fuck's going on?
So we now know there's more than one way to God tier.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go through the Eridia timeline here. Eridia is a troll that exists. Team Charge, Team Scourge happens. Vriska uses Solux to kill her. She is now a ghost. Because she's a ghost, she enters the game and is no longer alive. Right? Therefore, she does not have a dream self. Solux gets 2. Mm-hmm. Then she uses the soul bot. She is now alive again because her soul is in the soul bot. Therefore, she has a dream self. Her dream self God tiers, thereby merging her real self and dream self, which is what happens when you're God tier. Meaning the soul is no longer in the soul bot, and the soul bot explodes.
Okay. All right.
Does that make sense?
Vaguely.
It's a little hard to follow, but there it is. Eridia is fucking God tier. She's the second troll to God tier. It's not just Vriska anymore. Thank fuck.
And then she time stops Jag.
Yeah, she fucking, like, Dio points at him and is like, no.
And that timer pops up for Homestuck numbers.
You should time stop now. No. And he's just hanging out there. There you go. Here it is.
And then Vriska Tavros.
Oh,
God. It went exactly how I thought it was going to go.
Exactly how you thought it was going to.
I was like, oh, God, why? And then she popped up in her God form, and I was like, oh, no, he's so fucked. It's over.
She fucking takes his own, like, lance and just impales him with it and drops it down a fucking cliff. And I want to point out that when he lands, there's like the timer there, and you get to see the timer. Mm-hmm. It's like he's been falling for like 20 minutes. His like dead body's just been falling down and down and down for like 20 minutes, and he finally just fucking lands right next to Terezi.
How big is this meteor?
So there we go. Yeah, Tavros is dead.
Tavros dead as fuck.
Thus begins the beginning of Murderstock.
Man, I was so bummed about it. I was like, I know.
Do you remember a long
one-shot him.
time ago, like in the first episode, when you were like, is character death a thing that happens? And I was like, yes, character death is 100% on the table. This is what I was thinking about. Was the beginning was Murderstock.
This is really where it picks up,
yeah,
man.
no, the murder goes off the charts in Murderstock, understandably. It's named very aptly.
Yeah. Up until this point, I was like, yeah, like, I guess people have died, but it really hasn't been that permanent or an issue. Oh, fuck.
No, main character, dead.
Everybody's dying.
It's so fucking awful.
But
dear Lord.
I was so upset, man. I was like, he got one shot so easy. Like, this was barely a scene. He charges at her, gets countered, and dies.
There he goes. Bye-bye.
I was like, oh, man, it wasn't even kind of a fight.
Get dunked on, Tavros. Yo, like Undertale, bro. Like Undertale. Don't you get it? God, Undertale's so cool. I love it. It's my favorite video game.
And then we get Kanaya texting future Jade, I believe is the next thing.
Kanaya is stumped. She's like, damn, why is Rose disappearing? She knows that Rose is talking to somebody, which we know to be Scratch. And then Jade talks to her, and that's it. So she's like, I'll go talk to Jade. And future Jade says, the fuck you will.
The fuck you will. Password. I said password, fuck ass.
Yeah. And then we get Kanaya contact past Jade, which is a very important conversation. Oh my god.
We learn about ectobiology and frog breeding. Very informative.
There's three really important things that happen in this conversation. Which do you want to start with? Matriorb, Genesis Frog, Scratch.
Let's just go in that order.
Alright, sure. Matriorb.
So that's how you create the mother grub to re-establish the troll species.
Yes. It's essentially how, like, mother grubs reproduce. Is they have to hatch from the matriorb, which will then allow more trolls to be created.
Mm-hmm. And then at their death, they'll lay another matriorb.
Exactly. Beautiful. God, look at you go.
I think that's really about it with that.
Essentially, Jade has been... Or not Jade, sorry. Kanaya is planning to hatch the mother grub in the meteor because, like, her fucking... I forget what it's called, like her destiny modus or some shit.
Something weird.
Yeah, it was like, you put it in your modus and then it allows you to access it once you're supposed to, when it's time. So now she can access the matriorb. So she's like, oh shit, I guess I
need to use this
it now.
And
okay.
she finds a cavity in the meteor and
surely nothing will go wrong while I attempt to use the matriorb.
Not at all.
This is gonna smooth sailing for the mother grub.
This is just gonna be a real easy hatch your matriorb and just raise a mother grub to maturity.
So cool! I can't wait to raise this mother grub in the depths of the meteor.
Next is what? I think that's really about it with that.
That's
one.
most of what's going on with the matriorb, but it's
her
important to talk
hope.
about. Yeah, that's pretty important. We'll talk about the hope situation later on. Don't worry. I'm incredibly hopeful. I got
somebody is.
I had hope up to the fucking ears, dying. Okay, so this is important because now apparently Jade is meant for breeding duties.
That's such a weird.
There was a lot of awkwardness around the term breeding duties.
What do you mean?
Understandably. But so the space player in your session is responsible for using ectobiology to breed the Genesis frog, which also is the universe.
Not holds the universe or creates the universe. It is the universe in the most literal sense.
So the Genesis frog kind of operates as this like deity figure for Prospidians and consorts, and also the Dursites fucking hate his ass.
Yeah.
This is why. All this fucking time, every time one of the Dursites has seen a frog, they're like, that motherfucker, kill that, get this contraband out of here.
Speaker of the vast joke.
Yeah, get this motherfucker out of here. I bet he doesn't even play Yu-Gi-Oh! At all. It's fucking piece of shit. Get him out. So yeah, there you go. So we gotta slime clone the frog to make a big frog.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
It's really interesting. It's just weird. It's so weird that I don't really have anything to say about it.
It's like, incredibly interesting, but just like on the face of it, but there's no like deeper meaning to it. It's just like, we gotta do this to make the universe. It's fucking sick.
A space guy makes the frog.
Gotta make the frog.
Becomes space.
So, space players are kind of constantly related to... so like Jade Bloods in general as well as space players, are somewhat, in Homestuck proper and in extended media like Hive Swap and stuff, kind of related to this idea of motherhood, which the fan base has mixed opinions on, and I'm kind of on the side of, if it was just that, I would agree that that's a little weird, but the way I've always interpreted it is that it's more on the veins of, like, the concept of creation. Space is seen as, like, a creation element, whereas time is more often seen as, like, a destructive element. Space creates, and then time erodes.
Yeah.
And so, whereas Jade Bloods more have a connection with, like, motherhood and the mother grub and everything like that.
Yeah, because they're, like, fated to, like, raise it. Or,
yeah,
like, take
the
care
Jade
of it
Bloods live in... this is stuff that's in Hive Swap Friend Sim a long-ass time from now, and it doesn't really matter, it's just, like, a cool thing, so I'll just tell you about it. Jade Bloods live in the Jade Blood Caverns underground, where their whole role in, like, troll society is to work with the mother grub and care for the little grubs and wrigglers that will become trolls later on.
But honestly, the idea of motherhood in general and creation are very tied. So
yeah, they're kind of like exploring one while using the other and vice versa.
Yeah. I'd say that, like, the idea of it being tied to motherhood is like yeah, it's like it's
like symbolic shorthand.
Yeah, it is, but in the way of being a part of this bigger thing.
It's kind of like Lord of the Rings, like how they use Frodo like being a short little hobbit boy. They kind of use that as, like, symbolic shorthand for, like, innocence. Like, you know, he's like a child compared to everyone else.
All right, yeah.
It's like a similar thing. They're exploring one concept while using the other.
Oh, yeah, and Doc Scratch, who, little tidbit we find out in the section,
yes. I almost forgot about this.
Or raised or, like, dream awoken Kanaya.
Specifically, Kanaya woke up early on Prospect the same way Jade did. Because Doc Scratch awoke her there.
Yeah. I'm guessing that's just like a First Guardian thing. And now I'm wondering if First Guardians are necessarily, like, tied or bonded to the space player for your session.
That's... Well, we know as well that Doc Scratch talked with, like, other trolls and shit, but you're right. He seems to be specifically linked to Kanaya as well, in, like, a weird way that, like... You're right. It just kind of bring up this idea of Beck and Jade. Maybe what's going on there?
It's like, what's this weird relationship that First Guardians have? And I'm very curious on, like, how, I guess you need to make sure your space player's alive to get the next universe going.
Yeah, I suppose.
But I'm not sure what it is, but I'm hoping we get more on it.
I hope so too.
Then we
Molten said, knowing all the things that happen. And then basically the last thing that happens is Kanaya inspires Jade to make the password system, closing the time loop, and bombs the fuck out there. Do you have anything else you want to say before we get into all the horrifying nightmares that await us right at the end here?
Yeah, I have a few things of, like, the shit you do, like, just walking around prior to that last little flash bit. So
the rest of Kanaya return to the core.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, we'll talk about that.
You find the Tinkerbell plush. Good thing Tavros is alive and well.
Yeah, it's a really good thing that Tavros is doing fine. Smooth sailing for Tavros. It's important to point out right off the bat that at the very beginning of the animation, Kanaya is ignoring Doc Scratch on purpose.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out there.
Wonder why.
I don't know. She's ignoring him. But we also know that this message that Doc Scratch is sending to her right now is for Karkat later.
Yeah, it's
because, you know, Doc Scratch is a cool omniscient boy.
Yeah, he's like, I know you're not going to answer this, so anyway.
Like
Mr. Vantas.
Yeah, Mr. Vantas. It's fucking sick.
Yeah, we talked to Fef and Solux. And
chilling in the horn pile.
Yeah, just chilling in the horn pile. And
just vibing.
Honestly, their relationship seems kind of toxic to me, just like from the little tidbit we hear of it, because it just seems like Solux is just kind of being a dick. And he's just like, man, fucking everything upsets me. It's fucking horns, all of my crevices and shit. And Fef's just excited about it and loving it. I'm like,
whatever works for him.
Yeah, I guess troll relationships are weird.
Yeah, troll relationships are weird. I'm not gonna pretend like I fucking understand what's going on there. Fef's into it. I guess good for them. Good for them.
Karkat lets us know that trolls call squirrels nut creatures, which I just thought was funny.
Yeah, we're adding more and more to the troll vernacular.
But it seems like everything you touch that is related to Gamzees anywhere is just like, oh man, It's weird that Gamzee's isn't here right now. Man, this makes me think about how Gamzee isn't here in this exact moment.
Yeah, what's going on with Gamzee? I wonder if Gamzee's doing anything slightly strange.
And I was like, oh my god.
Oh no.
That's when that's when I started thinking like, man, where's ERIDAN? Is he murdering him right now? But that isn't the case.
So Kanaya goes to take the Matriorb to the core, as previously established.
Mm-hmm.
She's interrupted by ERIDAN. ERIDAN says, do not fucking touch that orb. Hey. It's hope full of shit. I'm the hope guy. I'm the Prince of Hope. It's hope time, motherfucker. ERIDAN is like, hey, Fefri and Solux, what you doing hanging out in the horn pile? And they're both immediately like, oh my god,
this
fuck
guy again.
off.
Fuck off, dude.
Please leave. And he's like, listen, I get it. You don't want to fuck me anymore. I'm going to go be Jack's friend. You want to come with me?
We totally don't have a chance in this fight.
Yeah.
I'm the Prince of Hope, and we are all out.
All out of hope, motherfucker. We're going to talk about Prince of Hope in a second. And he and Solux have a big fight, because Solux is like, the fuck you are.
Fuck you are.
And then they fight. And
they have a little Scott Pilgrim.
And magic is real. By which I mean science. He uses his empiricist wand in order to, like, fucking write the truth into Solux, by which I mean he knocks him the fuck out by blasting him with magic. And then Fefri goes, what the fuck, bro?
What was that?
And then she goes to stab him, and he just fucking kills her.
Immediately, just, pow.
She's dead. There we go. We knew this was going to happen, and I want to specifically point out that you, when I asked you who you thought would do it, you said, well, it's definitely not ERIDAN. He seems over this pretty well. He seems like he's gotten over this. It seems like... I don't think ERIDAN would kill Fefri. It seems like, he's moved on. No! He fucking immediately kills her. Blasts a massive hole through her chest. She's fucking done.
I was like, nah. He's basically over that by now, right?
Oh my goodness. And
I think, if anything, this kind of proves that he is over it.
I'm so over it that you are now dead.
Damn.
I'm over it, by which I mean I'm standing over your corpse as it lies on the ground.
Your dead body.
And Kanaya's like, shit, I'm gonna kill you, but like, oh, maybe I should protect the Matriorb. And then he makes the Matriorb hopesplode. I would like to
with too much hope.
Point out what the role of the Prince class is. Prince is an active, destructive class. So a Prince is one who destroys their aspect or destroys through their aspect.
How do you
throwing that out there?
Hope? But yeah, he does just destroy a lot of hope.
He blew up a lot of hope right there. That was a lot of hope that just went out the fucking window. Say bye-bye, hope. No more hope. Bye-bye.
It hope-sploded.
That shit hope-sploded. And then Kanaya immediately is like, fuck you.
Chainsaw time.
Dies.
Immediately died.
I would like to point out, this is all Kanaya's fault.
Oh, I guess she did give him the wand.
She taught him how to be a wizard. We saw Solux and him fight, and when he had the gun...
It was a fair
crosshairs, fight. He lost. Solux kicked his ass.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure who won that one. I just saw the clash, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess they tie.
You find out later Solux kicked his ass.
Okay.
But now, with the wand of science, because magic is not real, it's for fakey fake bitches.
Yeah, that's dumb.
But the wand of science is really powerful and kills everyone.
Yeah, man. Really good.
And Karkat's just fucking standing there like, oh my god.
That was my favorite page. Was Karkat's face.
And he just fucking leaves.
He didn't even acknowledge Karkat was there as he went on this murder spree.
No, there he goes. I mean, Karkat was just fucking standing there the whole time.
Karkat's face was literally my feelings the entire time watching that. Just shock.
Yep.
I was like, no way.
Yep. So that's 2 characters dead, 1 knocked out. One of whom was like a major character. Kanaya was like fucking Fefri and Solux were kind of like, they do some stuff, but Kanaya's like a major character and she's fucking dead.
He's like,
say bye-bye to the lesbian. She's fucking dead.
He's dead as
no more lesbian romance at all. It's gone.
Oh, I was also
for the end of Pride Month as well. Pride Month is over. Kanaya is dead. Kill her immediately.
That's what happened. ERIDAN got the message and was like, oh shit, really?
ERIDAN used his wand of science. Oh god, this is...
But,
oh man,
I'm wondering if that's why Kanaya couldn't see Jade any further in her timeline, but it seemed like that blackout was a thing across the board for Trollian.
Yeah, it's
rather
not.
than
I will let you
just a
know
Kanai
just right now.
thing.
It's not related to anything that happened here.
Okay.
Anyway, Dog Scratch is like, "Yo, Karkat, my man, look at those bodies, dog. Don't you fucking
do
keep
not put your
at
back on those." That was the most unsettling shit.
And then Karkat turns around and he's like, "Fuck is this Joker think he's doing? They're all fine.
They're not
Fucking
doing
asshole."
anything.
And as I said, I would have ended the reading here, but I could specifically continued it a few more pages because Gamzee is your favorite character. You want to describe this last conversation that Karkat has with Gamzee?
Oh god, it is very so. I imagine me and Karkat have very similar views of the conversation as we were like reading it, because I'm very much team Gamzee's, and I imagine
Gamzee's fucking sick.
Through all the veils of like Karkat being a dick, I think he's really close to Gamzee's too. But he's like honk, like the fuck, like is that eerie like honk.
You notice how his typing quirk now extends to like full lines?
Instead of alternating each letter, it's just the whole line or two separate lines. It almost feels like, what is it? Like,
it's like alternating between like whispering and screaming. It's genuinely fucking
I was thinking
terrifying.
like the Gamzee we know is one whole being, and this is two separate entities is what it feels like.
He kind of says that.
Yeah,
I think at one point
like,
he says like, "They are me and also motherfucking me."
Also motherfucking me. Or like, you should be best friends like me and him. And he's talking to Karkat. So I was like, oh, okay, so you've split. You're gone.
Everything Gamzee is about to do is Dave's fault.
No.
This is what I said.
No.
What did I say from page fucking 1? Insane Clown Posse is incredibly plot important.
That's not...
Dave showed Gamzee Insane Clown Posse, and in his righteous fury and holy rage, he's now like this.
Yeah, I was actually compiled a small list of things that I believe made Gamzee snap.
It's a combination of this and the fact that he can't get high anymore.
Yeah, he's all out of pie.
Yeah.
Also, the pie, I believe, is actually rotting his brain in a bad way, because it rots his pans.
Yeah, rots his think pans.
And he's like, the floor starts looking back up, all up at you. I was like, oh, God.
So with both of these, it is a combination of blasphemy and also he can't, smoke weed anymore. And so I have this written down. I am going to motherfucking kill all you motherfuckers and paint the wicked pictures with your motherfucking blood. From your veins will drip my miracles. Your crushed bones will make my special stardust. Welcome to the Dark Carnival, brother.
Motherfucker. Oh, brother.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, man. No. Welcome to the Dark Carnival, brother. This is so fucked.
God.
You've never been more scared in your entire motherfucking life.
Thoughts on this reading section?
Thoughts on the reading section as a whole?
Yeah.
I think it was very, very interesting. I think it was very well done. It was
Do you understand why Act 2 is like Homestuck?
Yeah, man. This is where all the shit happens.
This is fucking crazy.
Don't get me wrong, shit happened before, but compared to this shit, nothing happened.
Is what you remember why, like way back in Act 1, I said like people describe this as the slow part of Homestuck.
Yeah.
This is why.
I get it.
This reading section was the length of Act 1 in its entirety, and so much more happened here. Right? But like we said, like Act 1 is not slow.
No, yeah.
It's just
like,
that everything else is fucking
constantly.
balls to the wall. Oh dear lord, everything is.
It's just,
oh god.
You were stuck on a train that is ever accelerating. Like things are going off the rails by the time we get to the end of this.
We're on this crazy train, and we're going off the rails.
But man, God, fucking Gamzees, man. He hasn't even done anything yet.
Oh, but he will.
I just feel like he's going to be something unlawfully powerful.
He will. I will let you know, from this point forward, like for the rest of Murderstock, Gamzee is treated as like a fucking slasher movie villain. Like
that's the vibe I get. He was like
so fucking scary. Oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie. I read a little bit further ahead.
Oh, you little fucking guy. You little fucking...
I was too interested. I couldn't stop.
That's fine.
Like, what? No.
Anyway, next week, we're going to be reading through pages 3360 to 3613.
One more time for the people in the back.
With the people in the bag, the people in the bag at 3360 to 3613.
All right.
Little under 300 pages. I think it's like 260 or something like that.
Okay, that's just some light reading.
Yeah, some light reading. Except the page counts of what we've read have kind of gone down because you've seen a lot of conversations, there's fucking walls of text. It kind of brought the page counts back to like Act 1 levels of like, okay, we gotta fucking cool it.
Look at this chunk. This one was mostly just 2 conversations.
There we go.
But
Gamzee's gonna fucking kill everybody.
Yeah, man. Actually, I just got a text from our friend Terminally Capricious.
Oh no, yo, I love that guy. I love Terminally Capricious.
I love him too.
What does he say?
He's doing.
Did he say to check out the Patreon and the Discord server and the Twitter, all linked in the description below?
He did. Yeah, actually, we were having an in-depth conversation about it, but. The weird thing is he started doing like this weird, his texting quirk is off, and he's doing something like, he just sounds angry, and I've never heard him angry before.
Shit. Oh my god, the door just broke down, and it's Pennywise from It, but it's actually Gamzee Makara.
I'm not gonna turn around.
Please don't open.
Let me slowly pan.
You.
Oh my god!
Oh god!
No!
Oh dear lord! Oh shit! He's dragging you to the way. He's gonna bring him down in the sewer like he did with that kid at the beginning of the movie.
Why are you?
But he's actually
What are you talking about it? Help me!
I'm just gonna narrate what's happening as he drags away. Will
Stop
E.T. survive? I don't know. We have to find out if E.T.'s here on the next episode of the GrubCast.